Uncharted as a whole is a game series known to be packed with action, but today we'll be primarily focusing on Uncharted 4, and we'll be analyzing a decently controversial chapter, that being Chapter 16, The Brothers Drake. So let's quickly recap the plot before I talk about why I actually like this chapter. The chapter takes place most likely in the fall of 1988 in Boston, right after Sam broke Nathan out of the orphanage, which we saw during Chapter 1. The two brothers get to an old mansion, and when I say mansion, I mean it. This place is fucking huge. The reason that they're here is this place contains their mother's journals, and they go there with the intentions of stealing all those journals back. They jump through an open window and look through the entire freaking house. And also, they take a sick Polaroid picture there too. Anyway, they finally find their mom's journals in a room, but
put up your hands.
This actually scared the shit out of me back when I first played this game. This old lady, who is the homeowner, first of all threatens them at gunpoint, but chills out when she finds out they're her employees' kids. Now, she's supposed to handle the cops, but then this ends up happening.
Are you okay?
Causing the Drake, or rather Morgan brothers at the time, to sneak out of the house while it's being surrounded by cops. In the final scene of the chapter, they take a moment to catch their breath and most importantly decide to go on the run, seeing as the cops are actively looking for them. With new identities, more specifically under the surname Drake, which was inspired from their mother's unfinished research. And now it's time for the big one, the big question, the big deal of this video. Why do I love this chapter so much? Well, it's because I love playing through the police chase sequence, most likely. And don't even get me started on the beautiful, the absolutely beautiful level design that was done on this chapter. But the main reason from a story standpoint is because it provides us with a lot of, at least in my eyes, important backstory on the main protagonist and shows us how these two turned into the treasure hunters we know throughout the other chapters of Uncharted 4. This chapter also gives us the answer of how and why the events of even games like Uncharted 1, 2, and 3, and of course 4, why they even happened in the first place. And another big part for me is that there's a sense of nostalgia whenever I play this chapter, and that's probably because I used to do things like exploring abandoned houses with my friends when I was like 12, 13, 14, and so on. Oh, thank God I didn't have a bunch of cops looking for me, or needed to change my identity. But in conclusion, I think that this chapter is underrated as hell because a lot of people see it as being unnecessary or filler or whatever you want to call it. And I have to disagree with that one, since in a way it's an origin story and provides us with information that helps us realize what and why these characters are doing what they are doing throughout these games. And it's a great backstory, one that, okay, it may have been something that they could have done without, but I'm very glad that they added it in and what they actually did with it, since it's a great backstory to an already amazing storyline. And with that said, I actually want to hear from you guys on this. Do you like this chapter? Do you think it's pointless or filler? Or are you neutral to the whole thing? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like what I do here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. And until the next video stream, thanks so much for watching, and bye-bye.